everyone, this is Chris, aka Biggest Rebel. Today we're going to be doing a Draw This in Your Style challenge with Crew Boy on Instagram's drawing here on the screen right now. We're actually going to be trying to do this in MS Paint, or just Paint, I think is what it's called now. So let's go ahead and get started. So the idea for this video came from, I did see one artist do art in MS Paint, or Paint again. I guess I'm just used to calling it MS Paint when I think it's just called Paint now on most computers. This is Ginger, aka Kumon Homungari. I feel like I definitely butchered that. I'll go ahead and link them down below. They have an Instagram and a Twitter. I really love their art. Every time I see their art, I get super inspired. And I saw that they were doing a piece in MS Paint as well, and so I was like, oh, what if I try that, because it looks like fun and kind of a challenge. So that's how this was born. So this first part of me trying to draw something in Paint was kind of a disaster. I like the end result, but like the process to get there is kind of a mess. So at one point you will see me go in and try again or do a different piece, because I wanted to redeem myself almost, but I just kind of wanted to try it again and see if we can see if I can figure out a easier way to go about it versus how I did this part first. I was really drawn to this. I guess I'm just really drawn to like really bright colors and really cool colors together, so like blues and yellows contrasting. I'm gonna do a piece later this week, another do this in your style thing. This time I did ask the artist, because they didn't put it up there as I do this in your style, but I just really like the piece and I wanted to draw it too. So I asked them if that was okay, and they said yes. It also has pinks and yellows and blues, more like teals, but I did end up doing that as well. So the thing, like I was saying, the reason why I wasn't really happy with this was because of the way I went about it. So I feel like I should have outlined it either in the color that I was going to color it in, or in black first, because then I go in and redo everything in black, which is just like extra wasted time that I could have completely avoided had I just outlined it or lined it out in black to begin with. But you live and you learn, right? And also, I haven't used Paint in an extremely long time, just because I have other art programs obviously that I would use over Paint, but also because I guess I'm just used to having my pen pressure when I draw regardless. So not having that in Paint was kind of the challenge that I figured we would try to overcome here today. I don't like how I do the eyes on this piece either, which is why I redid them. I'm okay with them now. I think that's something that I do quite frequently, is just redo eyes when I have the chance. Of course, like with traditional and also Paint, since I don't have layers that I can test out with coloring, I have to just go for it and then just keep it as is, which can get annoying, but that's why I like traditional art so much, because you have just one shot. I almost started rapping Eminem, but I'm not going to do that to y'all. Oh yeah, I know I mentioned in my last video I was going camping. We did a float trip down the Illinois River and I almost died. So I'm going to mention this again, I think, in my next video, just because I was recording that before I did the audio for this. And I know I mentioned it, but basically our raft capsized because we were trying to help somebody else who got stuck, and then our boat pushed up against theirs and then flipped us over. I can swim, luckily, but the current was extremely strong. It just like dragged me down against the bottom of the river, which is just a rock bed. I got so many bruises and I didn't even notice until like the next day when I was at home. I was like, why are my knees hurting so bad? Like, I'm not old enough for my knees to be hurting like this. And I finally look at them and examine them, and it's just a bunch of bruises, like a ton. I was like, dang, yikes. I'm okay though. All of my friends that I went with are all okay. We had a little spook, a little fright, but you know, we're all alive, and that's really what we're thankful for, is that nobody was seriously injured during this. But yeah, so I almost died, but I lived. So hooray. I really like the earrings on this character. I think they're really crazy big because I love big hoop earrings. I can't wear earrings, unfortunately, unless they're clip-ons. But I enjoy them. I think people who have the confidence to wear big old hoop earrings are just so cool, and I super wish that I could be one of those people, but I'm not. I also loved all the little accessories that this artist gave this character. The multiple chokers. There's gonna be a chain here in a second. All the stickers on the face. Just so cute. Like, I wish I could have that kind of attention to detail on my characters. And then, like, I only think about it after I see it done on somebody else's character instead of just coming up with the design myself. I don't know. I might go in and maybe do that every once in a while for my characters, but it's not like a permanent design choice. But I also really like doing this little, the little chain that she was wearing. I thought that was a cute touch, and I thought I did a pretty good job, you know, pretty good job. I really like doing and seeing like the do this in your style challenges. I just think they're really fun just because like you can see different artists' mediums, how each artist interprets a character or a scene or anything like that, or an illustration. And I just think that's super fun to see. I also really like doing those fishnet stockings. I love that style in any character or person, really, even in real life. Seeing like the fishnets come up above the jeans, I think that's just like a, I don't know, super cool detail. And I could be wrong, and I could just, you know, some people might not like it, but I do. And that's all that matters to me. The shirt was kind of hard for me. I just kind of went with a word because the original piece, if you remember at the beginning, was a actual picture of like a woman kind of like rolling her eyes back. And I did try to draw that. I cut it out because it looked really stupid. But I did try to draw it, and I did not like how it came out at all. So I kind of just put in a word that I thought would fit with this character. And then I just shaded and finished lining everything up here. I really like this character's outfit in general, and I really like this character. And overall, I like the piece at the very end. I thought it was really cool, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. So like I said, while I do like the outcome of this drawing, I kind of wanted to go back in and see if I could do something else with the knowledge that I learned doing this specific piece. So we're going to redraw this piece here by Peachy. I'll go ahead and link them as well as the other person in the description, so y'all can go make sure you follow them. So that's kind of why I wanted to do another piece here in MS Paint, because I felt like I learned some stuff that I did not know before that I kind of wanted to try again. But yeah. And I also really like that piece, and it was another do this in your style that kind of popped up while I was browsing through Twitter. I really like the hair on this piece. I thought it was really pretty, which is another reason why I wanted to do it. And then I wanted to try it in MS Paint to see if I could get the same effect that I know I could get in a different program. And I do mostly use Paint Tool Sai I paid for that thing like years ago, and I've used the crap out of it. It's my favorite program, obviously, because I use it every single time I draw something. I do also have Clip Studio Paint. I'm still like trying to work and get used to it. Maybe I'll do some drawings in there for y'all so you can see how awful I am at it. I think it just might be my laptop might not be able to handle it. It's a very old laptop. It's like 11 years old at this point. But it still works, and it does everything that I need it to do. So that's all that matters to me. Clearly, I'm not good at drawing circles. This is something I do with hands a lot. I kind of just draw a blob, and then I go in during my sketch. It's just a blob hand. And then when I'm lining or when I'm finishing up a piece, I go in and add fingers and some more details. So I actually think that's a pretty good hand, which is surprising to me because I'm not good at drawing hands. This is kind of where I derail on the piece. I don't really like how I colored in this dress or drew in the ruffles because I thought it was really pretty in the original piece, and I don't like how I did it. But it's still there and still part of the piece that I had to finish up and color in. So that's why I skip a lot of that portion, because I wasn't really feeling it like I felt the rest of the piece. I liked how I did the hair, which I haven't done yet because it's my favorite part of any piece, so I usually tend to do it last. Usually, not always, but I just had a lot of fun doing this piece. I also like drawing like any kind of singer or performer. I think that's just a lot of fun because you can have a lot of fun with their poses and how they look and all of that. So like Ami is a performer. She's an idol. She was based off of like Japanese teen idols. I know, yikes. She's not anymore, luckily, but that's how she started off as. She is different now, and I still like her. And then of course I loved Love Live when it was first coming out and airing, and then Love Live Sunshine too. I know that the whole idol business is fucked up and there's a lot of bad in it. Trust me, I'm well aware. But I still like drawing and designing idols, although I don't support idol industry in real life. But yeah, I see I skipped the entire dress because I just did not like how it looked, and I couldn't figure out how to fix it by the time that I realized I didn't like it because I was already so far into it. I also really liked how I did the hair. It was just a lot of placing color down in a way that would make sense because there's not a whole lot of blending with the pencil tool, and there's no blending. I don't know why I said it that way. There's no blending at all with the pencil tool and paint. But I like the look that it gives, so I was like, all right, we're gonna try this and see what we can get. I enjoyed it. There's also just a lot of me placing color and then relining with the black to make it look like a finished piece. Overall, I had a lot of fun with both of these pieces. I think I like the second one a little bit more just because I had a little bit more practice based off the first piece. But let me know which one you guys liked and what you guys would like to see me do again in the future. If these in your styles are annoying y'all, just hang in there. I promise I'll stop doing them pretty soon. I think my next 2 videos will be do these in your style, just because there's a few pieces that I really like that I want to show off, mostly the original artists that I want to show off. But I just want to thank y'all for watching this, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, etc., etc. So this is just me going back in and doing some little details here and there off the hair, because when hair's messy, I like to have little flicks coming out of it to just kind of show that it's natural and moving. And this is the finished piece. And I'll make sure to post that on my Twitter as well. So if y'all want to see the finished piece, make sure you check it out there too. I just want to thank you guys again for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time. Thank you so much. Bye.